Imagine a simple experiment. Take a 51-year-old woman. On the left side of her face, she applies a $300 luxury night cream. On the right side of her face, she applies a homemade, 4-ingredient biological sealant. She goes to sleep for 8 hours. When she wakes up, the difference is not subtle. The left side, the expensive side, looks fine, but it is dry. The cream has evaporated. The pillow has rubbed it off. And deep down, the skin cells are thirsty. But the right side? The right side looks like glass. It is reflective. It is tight. It is plump. When she touches it, it bounces back. This is the glazed donut effect that every dermatologist talks about, but almost no product can actually achieve. Welcome. If you are new here, you need to know one thing. We do not believe in miracles. We believe in chemistry. And today, I am going to share a recipe that exploits the chemistry of your skin to reverse aging while you sleep. This is not a mask that you wash off in 20 minutes. This is a restructuring agent. It is designed to stay on your skin for the full 8-hour sleep cycle. It is designed to reduce wrinkles, boost collagen production, and firm the sagging tissue around your jawline. And the best part? You probably have the ingredients in your kitchen right now, but you have been using them wrong. Most people think natural skincare is weak. They think you need harsh chemicals and synthetic retinoids to see a difference. That is a lie sold to you by an industry that wants you to keep buying new bottles every month. The truth is, your skin recognizes natural compounds far better than synthetic ones, but only if you mix them in the right order, and only if you use the right delivery system. Today, we are going to build a serum that does 3 specific things. First, it acts as a humectant engine. It grabs moisture from the air and forces it into your pores. Second, it acts as a lipid barrier. It seals the cracks in your skin so that hydration cannot escape. And third, it acts as a collagen stimulator. It feeds the fibroblasts deep in your dermis with the vitamins they need to knit your skin back together. I have seen this recipe change the texture of skin in a single night. I have seen it take 10 years off a complexion in 30 days. But you have to follow the protocol exactly. If you mix these ingredients in the wrong order, they will separate. They will sit on top of your face like a greasy mess and ruin your pillowcases. But if you emulsify them the way I am going to show you, they become a luxurious, penetrating serum that sinks in within seconds. I want you to take a look at your skin in the mirror right now. Look at your forehead. Look at the lines around your mouth. Are they static or are they dynamic? Do they stay there when your face is relaxed? If they stay there, that is a sign of structural dehydration. It means your collagen matrix has collapsed because it lacks the water pressure to hold itself up. We are going to fix that tonight. But first, we need to gather our materials. We are going to start with the base, the ingredient that everyone thinks is just for sunburns, but is actually a powerful vehicle for deep cellular delivery. We are starting with the plant of immortality, aloe vera. Let's look at the first ingredient, the base of your serum. Most commercial products use water as their base. Turn over your expensive night cream and look at the first ingredient. It will say aqua, water. There is a problem with water. Water evaporates. It sits on the surface of your lipid barrier, and within minutes, it is gone into the air. That is why your skin feels tight an hour after washing it. We are not going to use water. We are going to use aloe vera gel. Specifically, we want a gel that is at least 92 to 99% pure aloe. Why aloe? Because chemically, aloe vera is a penetrator. It contains a specific structural polymer called lignin. Lignin is a cellulose substance that has a unique ability to penetrate the tough outer layer of human skin. It drives nutrients down. Studies have shown that aloe vera penetrates the epidermis 4 times faster than water. So when we mix other ingredients into aloe, we are essentially creating a delivery truck. We are strapping the vitamins to the aloe molecule, and the aloe carries them past the dead surface layer, deep into the dermis where the repair happens. It also contains gibberellins. These are growth hormones that interact directly with your fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are the little factories in your skin that churn out collagen and elastin. As we age, these factories go on strike. They slow down. Aloe wakes them up. Now, a quick note on sourcing. The transcript of this recipe mentions fresh aloe vera from the leaf. If you have a plant, that is the gold standard. The enzymes are alive. The potency is at its peak. But there is a catch. Fresh aloe has no preservatives. If you make this serum with fresh gel scraped from a leaf, you have a time bomb. It will oxidize and spoil within 7 days, even in the fridge. So, if you want to make a batch that lasts a month, use a high-quality, organic, store-bought aloe gel. It is stabilized, it is safe, and it is still effective. For this recipe, we are going to use 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel. Put that in your mixing bowl. Now we need to add the magnet. The aloe penetrates, but we need something to grab moisture and hold it there. We need a humectant, and we are going to use the oldest humectant known to man, raw honey. You are going to add 1 teaspoon of honey to your tablespoon of aloe. Here is the science of why this works. Honey is hygroscopic. That means it has a chemical structure that literally pulls water molecules out of the air. When you put a thin layer of honey on your face, it is constantly drawing moisture from the environment and binding it to your skin cells. But honey does something else that is critical for that glass skin look. It exfoliates. Honey contains natural gluconic acid. This is a very gentle alpha hydroxy acid, AHA. You have heard of glycolic acid peels that burn and sting. Gluconic acid is their gentler, smarter cousin. It dissolves the bonds between dead skin cells while you sleep. It eats away the dull, gray layer of skin on the surface, but it does it without causing inflammation. This is why, when you wash this off in the morning, your skin looks polished. Because it is polished. It also has powerful antibacterial properties. If you suffer from adult acne or hormonal breakouts along the jawline, this is your secret weapon. The honey creates an environment where bacteria simply cannot survive. It sterilizes the skin while it hydrates it. But remember the rule. It must be raw honey. If you buy the cheap bear bottle from the supermarket, it has been pasteurized. It has been heated to high temperatures. That heat kills the enzymes. It destroys the gluconic acid. You are just putting sugar syrup on your face. Look for raw or unfiltered on the label. Manuka honey is excellent, but regular raw honey works perfectly too. So, now you have a bowl with green gel and sticky honey. If you mix them now, you have a hydrating mask. But it's not enough, because if you go to sleep with just this, it will eventually dry out. We need to lock it in. We need to repair the barrier. And to do that, we need to introduce a lipid. We need an oil that mimics the structure of your own cell membranes. We have the water. We have the magnet. Now we need the seal. This is the step that most people get wrong. They apply a hydrating serum, and it feels great for 5 minutes. But because they don't seal it in, the air sucks that hydration right back out. To prevent this, we need to reinforce your lipid barrier. Think of your skin like a brick wall. The skin cells are the bricks. The oil, or sebum, is the mortar that holds them together. When you scrub your face with harsh cleansers, you wash away that mortar. The wall starts to crumble. Gaps appear. Moisture escapes, and bacteria gets in. We need to replace that mortar. For this recipe, we are going to use a very special, often overlooked oil. Cucumber seed oil. You are going to add half a teaspoon of this to your mixture. Why cucumber seed oil? Because it is incredibly rich in phytosterols. Phytosterols are plant compounds that mimic the cholesterol found in your own skin. They don't just sit on top. They fit into the gaps of your barrier like a puzzle piece. They strengthen the cell membrane, making the skin more elastic and resilient. But I know what you are thinking. I don't have cucumber seed oil in my pantry. That is fine. The beauty of this protocol is that the lipid variable is customizable. You can swap this out for an oil that targets your specific skin concern. If you have aging skin with sun damage, swap the cucumber oil for rosehip oil. Rosehip is high in vitamin A. It is a natural, gentle retinol alternative that helps fade dark spots. If you have oily skin and you are terrified of putting more oil on your face, use squalane. Squalane is bioidentical to human sebum. Your skin recognizes it instantly and stops overproducing its own oil. Or, if you want pure luxury and extreme hydration, use marula oil. But whatever you choose, do not skip this step. Without the oil, the aloe and honey will dry out and feel tight. The oil is the lock on the door. Now, we have one final ingredient to add: the softener. We need something that bridges the gap between the water-based aloe and the oil-based cucumber. We need vegetable glycerin. You are going to add 1 full teaspoon of vegetable glycerin. Glycerin is the workhorse of the skincare industry. It is in almost every product you buy, and for good reason. It interacts with a specific system in your body called aquaporins. Aquaporins are microscopic channels that transport water between cells. Glycerin opens these channels. It ensures that the hydration doesn't just sit in the top layer of the epidermis, but flows down into the deeper layers where it is needed most. It also gives the serum its texture. Without glycerin, this mixture would feel watery and sticky. With glycerin, it gains a slip. It feels like silk. It allows you to massage the product into your skin without dragging or pulling at delicate tissue. And there is a practical benefit too. Glycerin acts as a preservative booster. It lowers the water activity in the formula, making it harder for bacteria to grow. So let's review our beaker. We have 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel. We have 1 teaspoon of raw honey. We have half a teaspoon of cucumber seed oil or your chosen oil. And we have 1 teaspoon of vegetable glycerin. On paper, this is the perfect formula. But there is a problem. If you look at your bowl right now, it probably looks separated. The oil is floating on top of the aloe. If you apply it like this, you will get uneven results. We need to perform a little bit of kitchen chemistry. We need to emulsify. And the way you mix this is just as important as the ingredients themselves. You have your 4 ingredients in the bowl, but you do not have a serum yet. You have a science experiment that is about to go wrong. Oil and water do not want to mix. The aloe is water-based. The cucumber seed extract is oil. Naturally, they will fight each other. If you just stir this lazily with a spoon, you will end up with a separated mess. You need to whip it. Take a small whisk or even a milk frother and start mixing. You need to mix vigorously for at least 60 seconds. You're looking for a change in texture and color. As you whip the air into the mixture, the honey acts as a binding agent. The glycerin helps suspend the oil droplets inside the aloe gel. Suddenly, the mixture will turn opaque. It will transform from a clear, runny liquid into a creamy, pale gold emulsion. That is the sweet spot. That is when you know the ingredients have bonded. Now, here is a secret step that is not in the recipe books. Let it rest. Do not pour it into the jar immediately. Let the bowl sit on the counter for 10 minutes. This allows the bubbles to settle, and it lets the honey fully dissolve into the glycerin. Give it one final stir, and then pour it into your container. You need to use a sterilized jar. Do not use an old plastic container that you washed out in the sink. Boil a small glass jar or wipe it down with rubbing alcohol. Bacteria is the enemy of DIY skincare. Because this recipe contains water from the aloe, it has a shelf life. If you keep it on your bathroom counter, it might last a week. But if you keep it in the refrigerator, it will stay potent for a month. And honestly, you want it in the fridge. Applying this cold is a game changer. The cold temperature constricts the blood vessels instantly, reducing puffiness and tightening the pores before the ingredients even start to work. Now, let's talk about the application. There is a right way and a wrong way to put this on. Most people rub their skincare in. They drag their hands down their face, pulling the skin with gravity. Do not do that. We are going to use the press and roll technique. This is best done at night. Why night? Because of your circadian rhythm. Between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., your skin enters repair mode. Cell turnover doubles. Absorption rates increase. This is the golden window. If you apply this at 8 a.m., the sun and wind will degrade it. But if you apply it at 10 p.m., you are feeding the construction crew right before they start their shift. Take 2 to 3 pumps or a dime-sized amount onto your fingertips. Warm it up. Rub your fingers together for 5 seconds. This brings the oils to body temperature, allowing them to slip into the pores faster. Start at the jawline. Press the serum into the skin, pushing upwards. Move to the cheeks. Press and hold. Move to the forehead. Press and hold. Don't forget the neck. The neck has fewer oil glands than the face and ages faster than any other part of your body. When you are done, your face should look wet. It should look glazed. It might feel slightly tacky because of the honey. That is good. That tackiness is the seal. Go to sleep. Let the pillow do its worst. This serum is designed to withstand the friction. When you wake up in the morning, rinse your face with lukewarm water. You will feel the layer wash off. And underneath, you will see the difference immediately. Your skin will not feel tight. It will feel dense. The fine lines on your forehead will look softer because they have been plumped from the inside out with hydration. The redness around your nose will be gone, calmed by the aloe and cucumber, and you will have that glow. That specific, reflective shine that usually only comes after a 90-minute facial. This is not magic. It is just biology. You gave your skin exactly what it needed, in a format it could actually use. So here's my challenge to you. Do not just watch this video. Go to your kitchen. Check your pantry. You probably have the honey. You probably have the oil. Go get the aloe. Make a small batch tonight. Apply it to just one side of your face if you don't believe me. Do the experiment yourself. And then come back to this video tomorrow morning. I want you to leave a comment and tell me one thing. Tell me if you saw the glaze. I know you will. And if you found value in this recipe, if you want more laboratory-grade skincare hacks that cost pennies, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm that we are tired of overpaying for marketing hype. Subscribe so you don't miss the next protocol. We're going to be talking about the rice water secret that Japanese women have used for centuries. You don't want to miss that. Sleep well, and let the chemistry do the work.